Hey, we just got through introducing the concept of habits. And what we said in there was that this is a new cue, a new trigger, and in this trigger, it's a new class, it's a new semester, and it's a new class that has reading and work outside for you to survive and do well. So what do you do when you hit that cue? And today we're going to talk about what you do and how you change that. You want to get to the reward. And a lot of students think, oh, let's try that again. A lot of students think, oh, I can do what I've done in the past and I'll get to my reward. My reward may be a C in a class. Is that much of a reward? How much of that class where you made a C do you take forward, and is it available to you later in life? I want more of this class available. So there's no shortcuts. So what do we teach you to do? We teach you to think about where you form habits. This is fascinating stuff. You make decisions in the forefront of your brain. And that's where you do math and you do a lot of the reading in this class and everything else. But back over here, way down here, this is the oldest part of your brain evolutionarily. And this oldest part of your brain evolutionarily, you have the basal ganglia. And the basal ganglia is where you make habits. It's fascinating. This research that started habit studies all over again after the year 2000 was a guy named John. I call him John. I don't know his real name, but a guy named John. And he had an automobile accident and brain damage. And after that, you could go see John in his front room and say, "Hi, John, my name's Tom Westbrook." And he'd say, "Nice to meet you." And you could wait. You could talk for 30 seconds. And you could say, "Hi, John, my name's Tom Westbrook." And he would say, "It's really great to meet you." Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You say, "John, where's your kitchen?" "I have no idea." But while you were talking, when John got hungry, John would get up and he would go into the kitchen and he'd get out everything he needed and he would make himself a sandwich and he'd put everything back and he'd eat the sandwich and come back in. He didn't remember you in the front room anyway, so who cares? And what they came to understand was that we tend to think, oh, I have to think about my habits and all the rest of that. And the real answer is, no, I have to change how I act, and I have to change why I act. Otherwise, I don't change a habit at all. So let's go back. Here's my cue. It's a new semester. I have reading. I have a lot of other things to do. And here's my routine. What are your cues now? Take a minute and think about it. What are your cues for how you take classes? What are your routines for how you take classes? It doesn't matter if you're in class or if you're online. What are your routines that you use for success when you take a class? And then the last thing is, what are your rewards that you use in order to take a class? Take a minute, fill this out, think about it, fill it out.